The final week of conference play gets underway tonight. Oxnard at Ventura, live here from the VC Gym. Mike Cepeda, Jeff Stoynoff, Matt Henson with you on tonight's broadcast. SoCalCollegeSports.com, your home of the 2017 3C2A men's and women's finals from Las Positas, March 9th through the 12th. Matt Henson with you on tonight's broadcast. SoCalCollegeSports.com, your home of the 2017 3C2A men's and women's finals from Las Positas, March 9th. Hey, Alan. Welcome back to SoCalCollegeSports.com's continuing coverage of 3C2A men's and women's basketball here from Ventura College. Mike Cepeda, Jeff Stoynoff with you on tonight's broadcast. Well, game 1 of 2 will feature a very interesting game here, Jeffrey. Ventura College Pirate men dropped a game on the road versus 2-5 in conference Moore Park. A gritty game, really dug out by Moore Park in a big win, in an upset win. But cross town, it was Oxnard knocking off Cuesta, and Cuesta's been the team that's going back and forth in the Western State North with Ventura. So Ventura, despite the loss, maintains their number 1 seeding in the conference rankings.
Yeah, send all gifts and thank yous to Deshaun Henry. Henry put up 23 points in the 3-point win against Cuesta. Oxnard doing the Pirates a big favor there. They maintain the 1-game lead as we head into the final week here in a very competitive Western State North. Interestingly, Jakari McLean, the leading scorer for Oxnard, very quiet in the victory over Cuesta with only 5 points in the game, but he'll be a big concern for the Pirates tonight. And, hey, the Pirates still have the 1-game lead, but you still got to win at this point.
Yeah, Oxnard played Ventura tough last time on the road, and the Pirates going to have their hands full. I expect Oxnard to want to play spoiler. You think about Oxnard as a team, you look at their overall record, it doesn't look very good. They're 6-15 on the season. This should be a rollover game, right? Ventura 15-12. Well, hey, not so fast. 6 wins on the season total, but 4 have come in conference, and they're two wins out of their last 3 games, and they're shooting a hot 44+% from beyond the arc in their last 3, and Oxnard feeling it here tonight, and we'll see if the Ventura College Pirates can hold serve here at home in the final week of conference play in the Western State North, and obviously this game will have huge implications when playoff time comes around. Take a break here shortly, be back with the starting lineups here on SoCalCollegeSports.com.
Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by Joe Cap Realty and Crown Plaza Ventura Beach. And don't forget to join us March 9th through the 12th as we bring you the 3C2A Men's and Women's Basketball Championship at Las Positas College. You can watch it on YouTube by searching for @SoCal College Sports 1. You can also watch it on our website, www.socalcollegesports.com. For more information, visit the 3C2A website at CCCAA sports.org.
Sophomore night here from Ventura College Gym. About to get underway, the Condors and the Pirates. The Pirates with a win tonight can clinch at least a share of the Western State North Conference title. They are in the driver's seat. They win out. They are the lone champion here in the Western State North. Starting tonight for the Oxnard Condors, Devontae Carr, Deshaun Henry, who had that huge game up versus Cuesta, Carlos Gomez, Jakari McLean. That'll be a fun name tonight. And Kavaris Myrick. And it looks like Thomas Frank will get the start tonight alongside Vida Fennell. Down low for the Pirates. To my memory, I believe Frank had a pretty good game versus Oxnard.
I happen to have that right here.
Sometimes you don't see the effectiveness in the box score.
Yeah, Frank did hit a couple threes. So he came off with 6 points in the game, but that's what Thomas Frank is going to bring to the table, obviously. He's going to stretch the defense.
Henry and Fennell getting ready to jump it up.
So Trevor LeCount gets the pregame love there with the on sophomore night, but starts the game on the bench.
Yeah, I thought Frank last time out versus the Condors the decided better option. And he can shoot it from three. We talked about just now. He is a threat from beyond the arc. Great entry pass inside.
Oh, terrific feed.
Oh, Hankerson to Fennell. That's the connection they need to get started early.
You know, I got to tell you, Michael, we have been watching the Pirates all season long, and they work sensationally well together. The two leading scorers on this team, along with Isaiah Reyes, but I think they're both very unselfish with each other offensively.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. The only problem is when Cordell Hankerson starts to get a little trigger happy. We saw what can happen when they had a game that was seemingly in their control through much of the ball game. Frank from the corner thought about it from three. But he took 27 shots in the loss versus Moore Park. That's probably a number that Joey Ramirez wants to curtail here tonight. Frank wide open from three. That's good.
And that's about defensive recognition. You got to know who your shooters are. Frank entirely too open. He never moved from a spot in the corner.
And Devontae Carr needs to get there a lot quicker. He had 2 looks at a three, passed up on one, buried the other one. It's 5-0 Pirates. Gomez from three, and he answers on the other end. And Gomez shoots at a pretty good clip on the season from three.
Yeah, Gomez missed the first meeting between these two teams, so the Pirates will have to get used to him as he's introduced himself already.
Young had a fantastic second half last time out. That's another shooter. Frank again from the same spot. Can't get it to go this time. Rebounded by Gomez in transition. Up ahead quickly. This is Myrick's. Myrick's nearly lost it. Gives off to Carr in the mid-post, and he scores.
Yeah, Carr doesn't necessarily bring a lot of offense, but does a good job running the floor there, getting to an open spot, and knocks down the shot.
And really good feet. He was ready to shoot it as soon as he got the basketball. Cowan skip pass over to Frank. Young, Hankerson up top. Thought about it from three. Jab steps one way, gives off to Cowan. And it's a streaking Jakari McLean.
Yeah, Cowan's got to avoid McLean's feet.
Well, McLean, quite the athlete. Very rangy. He's 6'4", but can really do it all. Good handles on the dribble, and he averages over 19 a game on the season. Cowan with it out front, looking for Young down low, gets a screen from Fennell, gives off to a wide-open Hankerson from three. That's off the back iron. It goes over the back, and it will go back to Oxnard.
You know, Mike, in the last couple of games for the Pirates, Vida Fennell in stretches has disappeared somewhat from the offense. And it starts to make me wonder if Joey Ramirez is trying to spread the floor here a little bit, bring Frank in to give Fennell a little more room down low with this starting unit.
McLean crossover dribble. That's just way too easy. Nobody comes over from the Pirates to help, and Ramirez is going to take a timeout right away. It's a 7-0 run here. 7-5. Oxnard with a 2-point lead. They're going to be a tough out here tonight. Looks like 17:44 remaining in the first half. Quick timeout. We'll take one ourselves. Back in a moment. So a 7-0 run by Oxnard has the Condors up by 2. It's a 2-3 zone look. They try the give and go. That one gets intercepted. Hankerson on the floor. It's a jump ball. The arrow will go back to the Condors.
Yeah, they tried to go to the same play that they ran on the opening possession.
Condors ready for it.
And I think that time Hankerson telegraphed the pass a little bit, needs to go up there with the intention of shooting, then find Fennell.
I think that's a play that's set up out of the timeout. I think Joey Ramirez wanted to go back to that. Obviously thought that had some success, but Cordell's got to be a player. Needs to maybe pass fake there and give himself a wide open 9-footer. Instead, we're going back the other way. Here's Myrick's. Nobody there. Fennell. And one, no, but Myrick's going to the line for two, and Fennell with an early foul here.
Yeah, they run the pick and spot up, and both players go with the pick. And a good job by Myrick's recognizing the wide open lane. Gets himself to the line. And it's Cowan and Fennell. Need to communicate a little bit better defensively on that set.
Well, the help side defense early, not very good. Paul Moore going to check into the ball game. Really like Moore's composure, especially on the offensive end of the basket.
Yeah, Myrick's just a 50% foul shooter, and he misses the first one.
Second free throw. Hits home.
Well, when you lose LeCount in the starting lineup, you do take a little bit of a hit offensively. It puts a little more pressure on Fennell and Hankerson.
Actually, given the setup, I think it's not a bad mix. They just need to get it to go. Cowan comes her off the corner, wide open up front, puts it up off the backboard and in. So the Pirates finally answer. It's an 8-2 run, though, currently for Oxnard. Looking to add to it right here. They have a 1-point lead.
That's a good play by the floor general. Eddie Cowan recognizes his team struggling offensively, takes it upon himself.
Good on-ball defense there from Moore, the freshman, on Myrick's. That's a bad pass inbound, and that ball was kicked, looked like, by Frank.
Yeah. Trying to corral that ball. That's terrific post defense by Vita Fennell. Fighting in the low post, ends up knocking that ball free and nearly gets the turnover for the Pirates.
Yeah, the defense looked even better because the pass was so terrible. Deshaun Henry might want to think twice the next time he tries that. Gomez enters into McLean.
It's the little things, Mike.
I'm going to say that Moore got McLean on the body going up for that one, so McLean presumably going to the free throw line, for two.
You know, McLean is clearly very quick, but he also adds excellent body control in terms of stutter steps, a little bit of hesitation, makes him that much harder to keep away from the rim. We've seen him get to the front of the rim twice already with relative ease. Got a little Katie Campbell, I think.
It really does.
Similar scoring averages between the two, so I guess it's not an accident.
Second free throw, in and out. So right now the Condors are 50% at the free throw line. It's going to be an early foul on Henry. Trying to establish defensive post presence in transition on Vita Fennell. And Fennell does a great job of working early in the shot clock to get position. Henry really trying to go to work on Vita. He needs to be careful down there. That's going to be a second foul right off the bat. And Henry, that's two quick ones.
It's a tough matchup for Henry. Working against Fennell down low. That's a dangerous matchup for the Condors because they need Henry offensively.
That's just a bad freshman move there. And you have to think about getting Henry right now. 16-13 remaining in the first half and two ill-advised fouls. And they switch off. Frank, that's a great feed. Hankerson, a little long on that mark, and we're going to go the other way. This is going to be a foul on Vita Fennell. Wow.
A push on the rebound. Yeah,
well, I don't think he went over the back. I think he went straight up. That's just an anticipation call, and it's the wrong one.
Fascinating to watch a team like Oxnard that struggled so much in non-conference play. They're already down. They got down 5-0 to start this game. And even that little bit, you wonder early in the year if that might have got them a little bit down, maybe a little loss of focus. But they're clearly so much more confident at this point.
Yeah, especially after the big win over Cuesta in their last time out. 77-75 on Saturday. LeCount into the ball game. Vita Fennell with two fouls. Myrick's to the hole. Great job by Moore staying straight up. But Myrick's finishes. It's 11-7. The Pirates trailed it by 4. Hankerson's cold. Fennell on the bench. Who's going to step up for the Pirates right here? Cowan directing traffic, looking for Hankerson in the mid-post. Has him. He can't rise up. Dribbles out. Great feed. Frank from the corner again. Yes, sir.
A couple of threes for Frank early. That is just a fantastic feed by Cordell Hankerson.
That's what we talked about. That's being a player right there, reading the defense and making a play. Frank comes over, and Gomez finishes.
Yeah, the rotation a little bit slow on the drive again, as you talked about earlier.
The help has to be there a lot sooner. They're going to get killed by better teams come playoff time. Moore in the corner, dribbles back out, looking for Frank again. Fourth try from three. That one off the back iron. He's 50%.
Right about his average on the season.
Nice to have a big that can go. You got to double quick. Great hands from Eddie Cowan. LeCount gets a hand up, and that's going to be a foul. That should be a foul on Carr. They're going to get Frank.
Just the first on Frank.
Yeah, let's go to the replay here. That's just pretty good defense by LeCount going straight up, and Carr working inside. Looked like he went with a swim move, and they call a foul on Thomas Frank. That's his first. Already the 14th foul.
Got Frank in a switch here, and McLean wants to clear out.
Of the 4 fouls, Fennell has 2 of them. That's why he's on the bench. McLean lost his footing. Steal by Paul Moore. Moore brings it up. Hankerson wide open from the corner. Can't get it to go. He's 0 for 3 from downtown. LeCount lost it. Luckily, Moore right there to clean it up. Gives back out to Eddie. Mr. Cowan will go to work and reset the offense. Up top gets a screen. They go inside. LeCount saves it. No, it goes out of bounds, and we go back to the Condors. Just a careless turnover there from the Pirates.
Yeah, it's a tough pass to handle for LeCount.
Well,
Cowan drops it in very low.
Well, here comes the turbocharger, and the Pirates looking to shift into 5th gear with Isaiah Reyes.
Well, this is where having Reyes makes such a difference for the Pirates. Fennell's on the bench. Hankerson struggling offensively early on, and you have yet another option you can go to.
Look for the energy to really pick up here for the Pirates offensively. But you have to get it done on the defensive side of the ball.
Meanwhile, Reyes' counterpart for Oxnard, Dominic Alexander, is checked in. He brings the same type of dynamic for the Condors off their bench.
It's a good job by LeCount on Henry. Henry's off the mark. Frank looked like he got fouled. Going for the rebound. It's going to go off of Carr. Out of bounds, and the Pirates now with the ball. Ryan Sells getting ready to check into the ball game. He'll come off for Paul Moore. So the Pirates go pretty big here with the exception of Reyes. It's Cordell Hankerson, Ryan Sells, Trevor LeCount, and Thomas Frank on the floor along with the general right now at point guard for the Pirates, Isaiah Reyes.
I haven't had to add any points to the scoreboard for about 4 minutes now.
Both teams scoreless. It's about the 16.5-minute mark. It's 13-38 and counting here in the first half. Great feed inside Reyes to LeCount. It's a foul on Devontae Carr.
Nice job by Carr moving over. Got a lot of ball, but might have just brought the arm down. Get LeCount to the line.
All I have to do is touch the arm. Arm is not part of the ball, although I know some players would disagree.
It is when I play defense. I'll tell you that.
That's your handicap? First free throw from Trevor. That's good.
Don't forget the inability to shoot.
Hey, you're okay. You're a little streaky, kind of a Larry Bird type of streaky. That's really selling you high.
Yeah.
LeCount hits on both.
Maybe, just a bit.
Harvey's going to come on for Thomas Frank. So it's Harvey and LeCount now. Well, let's see what type of offensive dynamic this has. You have Reyes and Hankerson who can get their own shot, but not really a lot of players that can extend the floor. Those driving lanes are going to close real quick. Shot by Alexander. That's off the mark. Rebounded by Reyes. Off to the races is Isaiah. Inside, this is Sells. That's going to be that should be goaltending. That's goaltending. Let's see the replay here. That's got to go down. You got to have a conference. You got to have a referee conference here. Let's look at it here on the replay. I believe that hit the backboard. Hit the backboard first.
Meanwhile, that's the second foul on Henry.
That's a third foul.
Well, they have him down for 2. Might have misplaced one earlier, but
well,
they have Henry with 2.
So Henry now with 2. First free throw up and good for Ryan Sells. That should have been an and one. That's a missed call by the officials. Not that we haven't seen a lot of that this year. That ties it up at 13.
Henry shoots, or I should say Sells shoots 77% from the line. It's still a significant foul with 13 minutes left in the first half. You have to suspect that Henry's going to be heading to the bench for quite a while, if not the rest of this first half.
So both big men, Vida Fennell and Henry, on the bench right now for their respective teams. Pirates now with a 1-point lead after 2 made free throws from Ryan Sells. Alexander going to bring it up. Average averaging double digits on the season, points per game. Malcolm Gordon drives the lane, working on Trevor LeCount. That's great defense from Trevor, going straight up. Tough shot. It's rebounded by Harvey.
Yeah, this is something we talk about from time to time, Michael. Sometimes when you got the offensive player in trouble, you don't want to bail him out with a foul.
Good pass from Isaiah Reyes. Hankerson wide open. Harvey pushed off. It's going to be a foul going the other way.
And I think if you're Cordell Hankerson, got to stay with the short memory. That's a good shot. Flow of the offense and nearly went down.
It's a good shot, but you're 0 for from beyond the arc. Go to the basket. Go get a dunk and get fired up. You took 27 shots versus Moore Park. You're trigger happy right now, trying to make too much happen right now. Go to the bucket and go get paid. Great block by LeCount. On the weak side, the defense has been much better here for the Pirates. Reyes now pushing the basketball. Hankerson jabs one way, thought about the step back, instead gives off to Reyes. Reyes gets a pick from Harvey, turns the corner off to Cordell. Cordell goes baseline, looks like he was fouled, and indeed he was.
Myrick's with the body. You see the wheels turning for Hankerson. That was a couple times that he went with the shot fake on that set. Got himself going toward the basket.
Well, Hankerson comes in averaging about 18 a game on the season. They enter into LeCount, back to Reyes, and they're going to reset with a new shot clock. Sells with it out front. Will they go ISO to Hankerson? No. Trying to go to LeCount down low. Turn and face. Oh, great spin move inside, and the layup good from Trevor LeCount. Nifty post work from Trevor.
Went to a big man camp.
Marquez Russell from three, and Sells loses his man in transition, and we're tied up at 16-all. Reyes to the bucket, some contact, and the call. Shot no good, but 2 free throws coming to Isaiah.
Reyes drives the lane. There's 3 blue jerseys, and he's still able to draw the contact and get himself to the line. You can't teach that.
No. You also can't teach height. But blazing speed, another thing you can't teach or coach. You either have it or you don't. Reyes off the mark on the first.
Struggling still from the line, shooting 67%.
Second free throw also no good. So the Pirates come away empty there. Alexander into the front court, gives off to Jakari McLean. Hankerson pretty locked in defensively here, but he lays off thinking the switch is going to come. McLean misses. It's rebounded by Reyes. Reyes pushing up ahead. Gets to the bucket, lays it up, and lays it in. And Isaiah Reyes right past the defender for the layup.
A little hesitation on Devontae Carr and no chance.
Can't hesitate. You have to guess and guess correctly if you're going to stop Isaiah Reyes. Alexander picks up his dribble. Near steal for Harvey. Hankerson had a beat on it. 5-on-4 now. McLean to the bucket. Up and under, no good, but a late whistle from the far side. That's not his call. Man, refereeing is brutal early on here, and it's not in favor of either team.
That's a bailout foul, absolutely, for Oxnard, as well as McLean had managed to drive himself completely under the basket, nowhere to go with the ball, and gets the best possible result he could hope for.
Gabriel Lemon, along with Henry, getting ready to check into the ball game.
And Lemon missed the last game.
Actually, check that. This is Robert Aldridge. So Aldridge and Henry check into the ball game.
Now Henry on the floor with 2 fouls, and that's something to keep an eye on. See where he's matched up.
Whoever Henry's guarding, go right to him right now. Set up some type of ISO play on the low end.
Well, it looks like he's going to stay with Sells.
Well, they go to a zone here. Looks like a 3-2 shell. Reyes from the elbow. Looks like he got hit on the elbow. Harvey with a rebound. Gives off to Sells. They will reset. Reyes behind the back, nearly lost it. Has a seam, gives off to Harvey, wide open from the top. Yes, sir! Derek Harvey.
Harvey shoots 29% from long range.
Henry, tough move inside. It's a follow dunk by Aldridge. Whoa!
Aldridge throws it down with 2 hands.
Oh, you see the 3 on one end. And then Aldridge, nobody boxes him out, and it's a poster.
That might be an offensive foul.
I think so. Reyes are going to get him with a push-off.
Yeah, good call.
if I'm Coach Ramirez, I'm thinking about calling a timeout right now. A lot of times those type of plays for the opposing team can really fire you up. You want to put out the fire in a hurry. And if a basket's not going to do it, maybe think about taking a timeout right here. I can almost guarantee you, if Oxnard scores on this possession, depending on the outcome of the possession, expect the TO. McLean going to bring it up, give off to Gomez. Gomez over to Gordon. Gordon gets a screen from Aldridge. Comes up around the corner. Henry drives the baseline. Again, good feed by Harvey. Henry can't get it to go, but he gets his own rebound. He goes up with it, has that shot blocked by LeCount. Hankerson might have turned an angle. Another rebound by Aldridge. He gets a shot up at the rim, can't get it to go. Fifth opportunity down low. Looks like that one went out of bounds. McLean wide open from three. You got to get a rebound, Pirates. Sixth opportunity this possession, and it's a foul that'll go against Sells, and Gordon playing like a man with his hair on fire.
If the Aldridge dunk didn't fire up the Condors, that possession certainly will go a long way toward doing it.
Well, the Oxnard faithful are definitely getting ecstatic in the stands.
Remember, these teams only separated by a few miles.
Yeah, not a long trip.
Gordon on the first free throw, no good.
Yeah, Russell. I believe it's Marcus Russell at the line. I just need him to turn a little bit away from me. 52% foul shooter, and he hits the second. Tie ball game at 21, and Reyes will walk it up. Looks like the Condors staying in the zone. Sells in the far corner will bring it out. Harvey will go for three, in and out. The rebound on the floor. Gomez has it. Off to Henry. Henry in transition, splits a double team, all the way to the glass, lays it up, no good, but a foul called. Joey Ramirez pleading his case. Well, I'll tell you, Henry a couple of times there might have walked. He was just a little bit out of control. Meanwhile, Harvey very quickly with his third foul, so he'll check out as Thomas Frank gets ready to check in.
I thought that went against Reyes. That would have been Reyes' second. Luckily it wasn't. I think Cowan's going to get ready to check back in for Isaiah, or do they go to the two-guard set?
And Henry well off on that first free throw, and I think it's safe to say Deshaun Henry a little out of sorts right now, playing with the two fouls. And I think also the length and athleticism of this defense for the Pirates has also managed to get in his head somewhat.
Well, hey, they're a tough out. Oxnard very talented, but they've been unable throughout much of the season to get it together. But in conference play, four wins.
Deshaun Henry with his first point on the second free throw. Under 9 minutes to go here in the first half. Sells finds Frank. Gets it back. Sells starts a drive. Back to Hankerson. Hankerson drives the lane. Fadeaway partially blocked, but a foul call. So Hankerson will get to the line.
I think
he's also scoreless, incidentally.
Yeah, I thought he got hit on the arm. Aldridge didn't like the call, but like I said, if you get any part of that arm or the elbow coming down with it, it better be all ball. And it wasn't. Sturgeon getting ready to check in.
Both teams in the penalty. But the shooting foul will put Hankerson at the line for two. First one is up and good. Hankerson led the Pirates with 20 points, he and Reyes, with 20 points in the first meeting between these two teams. Off to a decidedly slower start here in the second matchup.
Surprised you bring out LeCount. LeCount pretty good on the defensive side of the ball. Instead, you bring in Sturgeon.
Second free throw halfway down and out.
Sturgeon going to have his hands full here.
Gomez. Guarded closely by Cowan, off to McLean. Justin Coleman has checked in for the Condors. McLean across to Carr, shot clock at 14. Hankerson with good pressure on McLean. McLean pulls up from three, rimming no good. Rebound on the floor, tapped out. McLean's got it. Another offensive rebound for Oxnard. Russell will try from three. That's short. Hankerson with the long rebound. It's a 2-on-1. Hankerson jets into the front court, hangs in the air, and lays it in.
That's terrific body control from Cordell Hankerson.
24-22, the Pirates back out in front. Russell dancing on the dribble. Around a Carr screen. Shot blocked by Sturgeon. Russell got it back. Inside feed, the layup is good. Devontae Carr with the finish.
That's nifty touch there from Devontae. Back and forth we go. We got a good one here, Jeffrey.
Tied at 24. It can't get a whole lot better than that. Sells back out to Cowan. Sells will catch and shoot from long range off the back iron. The rebound on the floor. Sturgeon fighting for it, and he's got it. Pirates with an offensive rebound themselves.
The Condors get a little taste of their own medicine. Nice job by Sturgeon keeping that possession alive.
Cowan directing traffic between the circles. Shot clock at 15. Picked up by Gomez. Cowan gets a screen from Sturgeon.
Great screen.
Fans it out. Sells wide open. 4-3.
That's just terrific offense from the Pirates. It's amazing what happens when you set a nice screen. We see Taylor Sturgeon come up, set a beauty there. You have to help with Russell, and a wide open Sells from three is good.
Sturgeon hasn't been getting a lot of time in this conference season, but I got to tell you, Michael, this is a great run from Sturgeon off the bench here in this first half. He's had a block, big-time screen there, kept an offensive rebound alive, leading to that three.
And this is how you earn more minutes come playoff time if you're Taylor Sturgeon. Well, I question why you would bring out Trevor LeCount, who had played pretty well, had a nice post move earlier, was very good defensively, but I think really what Coach Ramirez saw was the defensive rebounding not quite there. He brings in Sturgeon, and that has not been an issue the last few possessions.
Cowan, meanwhile, fouled and will head to the line. Cowan's free throw is up and good. Pirates move out to a 4-point lead. That's their largest here in the first half. Cowan, who comes in, averaging just over 4 points per game, a 54% foul shooter. He's got 3 here in the first half, and he's got one more free throw coming. For the Pirates, it's Cowan and Sells, along with Hankerson, Sturgeon, and Frank up front. The Condors counter with Myrick's and Russell in the backcourt. Up front, it's Justin Coleman, along with Dominic Alexander and Devontae Carr. So it's a bigger lineup for the Pirates as well, as the Condors have gone a little small with Alexander and Myrick's along with Russell on the floor.
Locate the shooters. It's a bad foul. It's a timeout, not a foul.
Yeah.
That was close.
Timeout on the floor. The Pirates with a 5-point lead, 6:43 remaining in the first half. You're watching Ventura College basketball on SoCalCollegeSports.com and the VC Sports Network.
Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by Joe Cap Realty. With more than 40 years' experience, we strive to provide the best in real estate and property management services. No matter what your real estate needs are, turn to the realtors who have been serving the Ventura area for over 4 decades. You can find us at www.joecaprealestate.com. Whether you are here for business or pleasure, your satisfaction is our top priority. Located just blocks away from historic downtown Ventura and 20 minutes from the nearby attractions in Santa Barbara, our hotel features 19,000 square feet of space, including the Nam Tequila Grill and the Aqua Beachfront Bar. Our rooms feature beautiful views of the ocean and the surrounding foothills. Reservations can be made at www.cpventura.com. And remember, everybody, to join us March 9th through the 12th as we bring you the 3C2A men's and women's basketball championships at Las Positas College. You can catch that game by searching for SoCal College Sports 1 on YouTube or on our website at www.socalcollegesports.com.
Keep that graphic up, Matthew. The SoCal College Sports 1, that is our channel here for SoCal College Sports. So subscribe to it, and you will be notified via email when we go live. You can catch us on all our action, 3C2A coverage.
Myrick's guarded by Cowan into the front court. The Condors trail it by 5. The Pirates have their largest lead in what's been a back-and-forth first half. Myrick's might have got away with a little push-off. No call.
I think you're right there, Jeffrey.
Carr between the circles will back off. The Pirates have amped up the pressure defensively. Alexander down low to Carr. In a crowd. Blocked by Sturgeon. A fight for the rebound, and whistles come in.
How about Taylor Sturgeon? He's been the difference here in the first half. Ever since Sturgeon, I tell you what, I think Taylor Sturgeon's plus-minus right now probably in double digits, in the positive side.
I got to tell you, no one's a bigger fan of a guy that comes in and makes a huge difference in the game with 0 points on the board than I am, and Sturgeon has given them an unbelievable lift.
Well, in the box score, he's got a couple blocks, 2 key ones.
Yep. Making a huge difference. Cowan finds Frank wide open for 3. A whistle on the shot as Frank goes down. I believe they're going to catch Aldridge.
Yep. Aldridge a little bit too overzealous on the closeout. It was a good closeout. Frank was off the mark, but contact made and came after the shot, or maybe on the shot. Are they thinking about maybe calling this out of bounds because it came after the shot? If that happens, I think Coach Ramirez is going to lose it. Okay, so it's a 2 or a 3. If they're going to say it's a long 2. So Frank has 2 free throws coming.
Couple of threes in the first half for Thomas Frank. 6 points in the game.
What's he's 2 of 5?
I remember 4 for sure. I think you're right. I think there was a fifth in it. I know there was 4.
Actually, that one does not count as an attempt, so I think it's 4. I think it's 50% from beyond the arc. Exactly what Coach Ramirez wanted, inserting him into the starting lineup, and it's paid dividends here in the first half for the Pirates.
Yeah, Frank shoots just 42% from the line. Interesting to see a guy who has a higher percentage from three-point range than the free throw line, but that's not altogether uncommon. Sometimes it's a little more of a rhythm thing, catch and shoot from outside. Meanwhile, the Pirates continue their run. They now lead it by 7 as McLean holds on the far side.
It's a moving pick.
A late foul or late whistle comes in and a foul called. It's going to be a moving pick and a turnover for the Condors, giving it back to the Pirates.
Just got to be smarter there. That's the 3rd foul on Aldridge. So after the big dunk, the dunce cap has been assigned to Aldridge. He's going to come off with 3 fouls. 5:54 remaining in the first half.
Carr and Gordon check back in. Cowan around to Sells screen, off to Frank, gets it back. Swings it across to Sells. A jump stop left of the lane. They work it around to Frank. Shot fake. They work it around again. Hankerson far corner to Sells. Sells steps in, shoots from 16, no good. Frank on the offensive glass gets it back to Hankerson. Hangs, double pump, missed everything. McLean's got the rebound for Oxnard. Long pass up ahead looking for Carr, but it's Frank getting back.
Oh!
So Frank able to get back and knock that ball out of bounds.
Let's see the replay. I'm pretty sure that went off of blue.
The Condors will bring it in baseline right. Trying to break this Pirate run. They trail it by 7. Myrick's in from the left. Scoop shot is in.
Tough shot.
Kervaris Myrick's breaks the run. The Condors are back within 5. Cowan seen a lot of time in this first half. We saw Reyes for a few minutes in the first half, but they've gone back to Cowan with good results. Long 3 for Hankerson. That's too strong. Kervaris Myrick's tracks down the long rebound, looking to run, but that one intercepted by Sells. Someone get head coach Steve Mushagian on the phone because Sells did a great job getting back on defense, playing center field. Hankerson, meanwhile, drives the lane and lays it in.
And that's what he needs to do more of. They know that he wants to shoot it from outside, and he's been 0 for in the first half. Go to the bucket, get paid.
Up to 5 in the game for Hankerson. Back to a 7-point lead. Alexander works it around McLean. Open for 3. That's good.
I think Hankerson's tired. He just let loose. And McLean, wide open from 3, buries it.
McLean with 8 here in the first half. That gets the Condors back within 4. And a timeout taken. The Pirates want to talk it over with 4:14 remaining in the opening half, and the Pirates on top by 4 on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Well, Mike, we were talking during the timeout about whether or not Cordell Hankerson has come out of the game. We're not sure that he has, and he's still out there. And you have to wonder if fatigue is becoming a factor. This is a very fast pace. Sells for 3. That's short. Gomez wards off Sturgeon for the rebound.
You have to enter the high post and then come off of that in your offense versus that zone.
Alexander curls left on the dribble.
Good defense by Sells.
He'll get it back between the circles. The Condors will set up. Shot clock at 17. Gomez checked by Cowan. He'll try from 3. That's good. Gomez with a couple of threes here in the first half.
That's just a tough shot. Cowan not really playing up on Gomez, but Gomez, you got to be wary of his ability to shoot it from deep.
That gets it back to a 1-point game. The Pirates have the lead and the ball. Frank on the skip pass, open for 3, and he buries it.
Great answer. All that set up by the screen from Taylor Sturgeon. Let's see the replay here, Matt.
Another good feed as well from Hankerson.
You see Sturgeon pick off the man, picks off Carr, and Frank wide
McLean,
open.
Backdoor blocked by Hankerson.
Let's go to the replay on that block from Hank.
Well, McLean had gotten himself free on a great backdoor cut.
And Hankerson just picked up a technical. Oh.
Well, this is shades of the Cuesta game as well. Hankerson picked up a tee late in the first half in that game. And after such a terrific block, ends up giving the Condors a couple of free throws.
That's ticky-tack. That's so bad. That's so bad. He gives the player, it's something where he taps him on the butt, and they give him a tech for that. That's so weak. That's just two guys. That's two competitors battling. That's a sign of it.
He came over to McLean.
He came over to McLean and tapped him on the butt, and they gave him a tee right then and there. I mean, I understand making contact, but I mean that should just not be called.
Just giving him a little good game.
That's exactly what he was doing there, Matt, and they call it.
McLean hits the first free throw. And it could be a very meaningful call against Hankerson in a very tight game. Meanwhile, McLean hits 1 out of 2, so it's back to a 3-point game. The Condors will have the ball back. And we'll see if that one comes back to haunt the Pirates before it's all said and done. They do lose a point out of it. Alexander has it inbounds. Sells guarding him closely. They go back to Gomez. Gomez working around a screen. He'll try from 3 again. Short. Rebound snapped down by Frank.
A little too much there from Gomez.
Cowan will set things up for the Pirates. 2:44 and counting remaining in the first half. The Pirates have a 3-point lead. Cowan off to Hankerson. Hankerson with a baseline drive. Lost the handle momentarily. It's out of bounds, and it will stay with the Pirates. The shot clock is at 12.
Went off of Gordon's foot. Baseline out of bounds.
Sells brings it into Sturgeon. Back out to Cowan. Gomez on him tightly. Hankerson angles right. Feeds Sells. 10-footer on the baseline. No good. Rebound pulled down by McLean.
Another good shot there from Sells. Just needs to get it to fall.
McLean quickly back the other way in a crowd. Hit
Travel.
As he went up, and it's a travel. So McLean walked before any contact. The turnover gives it back to the Pirates, and Mike McLean, maybe just in too much of a hurry there, ends up running into 3 white jerseys.
That's a great point, Stoy.
Cowan, a standing dribble around a Sturgeon screen. Still on the drive. Fans it out. Frank open for 3. Too strong.
How many wide open shots is he going to get from that spot on the floor? Near
Carr nearly has it stolen by Cowan. Off to Alexander. Gomez in from the left. The layup is up and good. Devontae Carr off a terrific feed from Carlos Gomez. Under 2 minutes to go in the first half. It's a 1-point game. Hankerson for 3. In and out. McLean had the rebound, but Hankerson gets a hand in there. Has to throw one up. Missed everything. And Carr has the rebound. Hankerson might have drawn some contact, but no call. Step back 3 from Alexander. That's no good. Cowan has the rebound for the Pirates.
Get a good shot.
1:15 and counting remaining in the first half.
Straight
As
man here.
Cowan leans over the dribble.
Okay, now they go to the 2-3.
Sells with the high screen. Terrific feed to Sturgeon, high off the glass.
And he got hit in the face by Gordon. So an and one opportunity here for Sturgeon. Great job having his hands ready.
Well, now he's on the board. Doing it all is Sturgeon.
And what did they do? What did they do, Stoy? They entered in at the high post, or they got it to the point of the high post. They get a screen in the high post, and they go to Sturgeon down low. Just a terrific finish.
That's a good job by Cowan. A little hesitation, and then he finds Sturgeon. Sturgeon misses the free throw, so it remains a three-point game as we wind down under a minute. Gomez, hard drive, puts it up with the right hand, no good, but a foul called. Cowan will pick up the foul, and Gomez will head to the line for a couple of free throws. Well, you haven't seen too many guys this season who've been able to get Eddie Cowan somewhat on his heels defensively.
Yeah.
But Gomez is tricky. He's hit a couple of long threes, and now he's starting to mix it up with hard drives on Cowan, and that time gets the foul call and gets himself to the line.
That's what you got to do.
Hits the first free throw. Gomez, an 82% foul shooter. Interestingly, he only averages 3.4 points per game, but I got to tell you, looks like he has a little more offensive game than that from what we've seen.
Well, he stepped up huge tonight with Henry playing in foul trouble here in the first half. And how do you like it if you're Oxnard? You're one of your top scorers, Henry, on the bench with foul trouble for much of the first half, and you're only down by one under a minute to go.
Yeah, the Pirates can't seem to shake Oxnard here in this first half. Cowan around a cell screen, splits a double team, fans it out to Hankerson. Hankerson steps back, high arcing, three is good.
There you go.
Cordell Hankerson with his first three. He's up to 8 in the game. It's back to a 4-point lead for Ventura. Gomez will try to answer. No good. Hankerson had the rebound but tapped it out of bounds. Who does it belong to?
Yeah,
it'll go back to the Pirates.
Hankerson came in to go for that rebound. Carr tapped it going out of bounds. That's a good call from the near side.
An opportunity here for the Pirates. They have the 4-point lead and the ball, and they can play for the final shot here in this first half. Gomez pressuring Cowan. No help, and Gomez nearly has the steal. The ball's still alive. Cowan able to tap it to Sells. Sells will bring it across the timeline. And the Pirates will finally set up. 18 seconds to go here in the first half.
A near tackle on Cowan and no whistle.
Alexander picks up Cowan down to 8 seconds. Cowan goes to the drive. Alexander gets a hand in. Hankerson retrieves it, throws one up from the far side. It's no good, but a foul called on the rebound. We're going to stay here. 1.3 remaining in the first half.
What are the referees watching right now? There are about 4 whistles that were missed on that possession alone. It's not. This is basketball, not Blood Nose Alley. Jeez.
Don't they have ref school, Mike?
This is ref school, apparently.
Sturgeon, meanwhile, fouled on the rebound, so he will head to the line. This will be 2 free throws. Both teams in the double bonus. And Sturgeon hits the first free throw. And the Pirates, with a mini run here in the final minute, will head into the locker room with a margin of 5 or 6. Let's wait and see on the free throw here. And the second one is good, so Sturgeon hits them both. 6-point lead. Gomez, that came after the buzzer. No good anyway. And we head to the locker room. Ventura on top of Oxnard, 43-37 after 20 minutes. You're watching the Ventura College Pirates here on SoCalCollegeSports.com and the VC Sports Network.
Couple minutes away from the start of the second half. It's the Pirates and the Condors here. Ventura hosting Oxnard. Final week of Western State North Conference play. Pirates right now with a 6-point lead in the men's game. This is our doubleheader coverage on SoCalCollegeSports.com. First the men, then the women. Women time start 7 p.m. Join us in a few minutes for the start of the second half for men's basketball. Second half coverage underway. Three-pointer and the foul made by Cordell Hankerson. Mike Cepeda, Jeff Stoynoff, Matt Henson with you on tonight's coverage. Ventura College basketball, men's and women's. (43-37). Have the score up there for you in a moment. Check that, 47-37 after the 4-point play from Cordell Hankerson. McLean driving the lane, straight up by Vida Fennell. McLean with his own rebound, he puts it up and puts it in.
Nice job by McLean staying with it after being rejected on the first effort.
Cowan drives the lane, kick out to Cordell. Can you make it 2 for 2 in the second half? No. Rebounded by Henry. McLean off to the ranges. That's a bad reach by Cordell. Sets up Jakari at the free throw line. Young comes in for a foul.
Yeah, Young has to move over there to offer some kind of challenge. Ends up with the reach in.
So McLean a chance to go on his own 4-0 run after the lead got out to double digits for the Pirates early in the second half, 18:42 to go.
Gomez led the way in the first half for Oxnard with 10 points. McLean chipped in with 8. Meanwhile, it was Thomas Frank with 11 in the first half, leading the way for the Pirates. Making the most of his spot start. One more coming for McLean. Missed them both.
So McLean off the mark. The lead remains 8 here for the Pirates. Hankerson gives off to Cowan. Cowan will direct traffic. Back to a 3-2 type of shell zone here for Oxnard. See, if Frank comes in and sets the pick, that's really going to put McLean in a tough spot defensively if Cowan skips the ball. Young with it out front, back to Cowan. Fake pass over to the shot clock is just going to go off. I lost track of it. Yeah, and that's one thing that Sturgeon provides when he's in there is screening better within the offensive possession. We saw Frank get a couple of wide open threes. Possession back to the Condors here. Henry gives off. This is Myrick's. Sell's going to get ready to check back into the ball game.
Yeah, Young with a couple of quick fouls. Sell saw extended action in the first half, and as this season has worn on, it's become more and more of a split duty, really, between Young and Sells.
It's a better defensive matchup with Sells out there versus Young, and rebounding as well. McLean drives the lane.
Well, he's got Frank on him right there, and there's no way that Thomas Frank is going to be able to stay in front of Jakari McLean.
And the defensive recognition needs to be there quicker. You have to bring over help on the drive. Cowan over to Hankerson. Ball takes forever to get over there. Finally does. Not intercepted. Hankerson with the ball gives back out to Cowan. 15 on the shot clock. Gets a screen from Fennell in the high post. Shot up from 17 is good. Eddie Cowan. Myrick's off to Henry. Henry's going to drive the lane. He gets a little bump from Fennell, and this is going to be a foul on Cowan likely on the floor.
Yeah, Cowan got himself up in the air.
It's his second.
And obviously, there's a little bit of scouting there. They're very aware of Deshaun Henry and what he means. It's a hard double team as soon as Henry puts the ball on the floor.
But the recognition, like I said, just has to be there quicker. The Pirates, obviously at times throughout the season when they're not locked in defensively, you can get them. They can be had. And right now, Myrick's and Jakari McLean have feasted on that. Quick timeout. We'll keep it here. 48-41, 17-18 remaining in this one.
49-41, actually. We got one more point.
49-41, excuse me.
Hey,
Thank you for 49-41.
Before it's all said and done, that 1 point may be a big one.
That's well, the Oxnard Condors has proven to be tough here, a tough matchup because of the athleticism on display, and you get that hot shooting going. You saw what they did to Cuesta last Saturday. A win for the Pirates tonight, and that clinches at least a share of the conference title. Looking down low for Henry. He's guarded by Hankerson. McLean can't get it to him, and McLean, with 20 on the shot clock, has it go off of the foot of Vida Fennell.
Yeah, trying to get around Vida Fennell and finding that a little more difficult than anticipated.
It's a good job by both Fennell and Hankerson on the switch, staying with their man. Hankerson will go back to McLean. Henry with it out front, working on Vida Fennell. Fennell just needs to give him a lot of room. That should be a charge. And
it is. That's a good call, and that's the third foul on Henry.
Well, he's going forward, and again, terrific feet from Vida Fennell defensively.
Yeah, Henry still with just 1 point in the game.
Cowan being held by Deshaun Henry. He needs to be careful working with 3 fouls. Hankerson comes up, working against McLean. He'll give back to Frank. Frank will bring it up and over to Cowan. Good job versus that full court press by the Pirates on that possession. Cowan working into a position, working a better angle on the screen. Oh, that's a great screen and roll here for Vida Fennell. Up and under, layup up and good, Vida Fennell.
Good patience by Fennell as well. Spun baseline and then realized he was unabated to the front of the rim there and able to lay it in.
And instead of guarded by a big, he was guarded by a guard, and Vida will feast on that every day of the week. McLean to the rack, working on Frank. Good shot.
That's terrific body control by Jakari McLean.
Back and forth we go, but the Pirates will take it up by 8 here with 16 minutes and counting left in the ball game.
Well, it's like deja vu all over again, Michael. They had leads throughout the second half against Moorpark, but couldn't hold them off down the stretch.
Fennell can't make on that opportunity. Taps it back out to Hankerson. Hankerson will have a new shot clock to work with for the Pirates. Oh, they need to go into Fennell. He's guarded by Myrick's. Give it into him. Here comes the help from Henry. He gets into the middle. Frank from the high post. Gomez well out of control. Comes off. Fennell from 8 feet. Can't get that one to drop. Oh, Myrick's traveled. Sells changes his direction, had a near steal. The ball in possession now of Gomez off to Henry. Henry, tough shot. And he gets it to go over Fennell.
That's a great double pump by Henry. First field goal tonight.
You see the talent, the athleticism on display from Henry. He needs to do a better job of controlling that energy. Eddie with it out front, looking to give into the mid-post. A great back door there from Hankerson. Layup up, no good. Rebounded by Henry. We're back the other way for the Condors. McLean streaks into the front court. It's a steal for Hankerson.
Cowan doing a great job getting a hand in there, poking that one free.
Oh, we've seen the Pirates struggle in transition defense on the season many times, not on that possession. Hankerson nearly lost the ball. It trickles over to Fennell, off to Sells. Sells going to drive the baseline. Nothing there. Great job by Gomez on the cutoff. 9 on the shot clock. Cowan's going to have to go to work. He fires from deep. That's a long 2. It's off the mark. Terrific team rebound by the Condors as Myrick comes in. Nobody picks up. Well, that's the bad transition that we've been talking about. And one opportunity for Myrick's.
You have to stop the ball. Myrick's able to get all the way to the glass.
Here comes Isaiah Reyes. Who will he come on for? Cowan? Indeed.
Yeah, moments ago, it was a 10-point lead for the Pirates. If Myrick's can convert this free throw, it's down to 3. And I made the point that it's very similar to the Moore Park game, and this is going to be the challenge for the Pirates tonight. They've had their way a couple of times in this game, but you let a team hang around, and you never know what might happen in the final few minutes.
It's a great point, Story. Yeah, on Saturday, it looked like Moore Park was going to be on the losing side of it. We say hello to Daniel Algatis, offensive coordinator for the football team here at Ventura College. Looks like we have a conference here, a discussion out front. I don't know if they're waiting for the women's basketball team to head into the locker room. So Myrick's converts on the and one. Alexander back into the ball game. He'll come on for Myrick's. It's a 3-point advantage for Ventura. And here comes Isaiah Reyes, second leading scorer on the ball club. Coming off the bench. Kicks it into the corner to Ryan Sells. Sells, pump fake, back to Reyes. Reyes, no room to work with, brings it back out.
First time these two teams met, Reyes had 20. It was his first big game since coming back after the injury.
Mid-post entry. Fennell over to Hankerson, nearly lost it out of bounds. 4 on the shot clock. He'll have to get a shot up. Will Henry. It's off the mark, rebounded by Gomez. Poor offensive possession right there for the Pirates. The Condors with a chance to tie it up here with a 3. Marquez Russell. Dribbling out front, gives off to Alexander. Alexander drives to his right, gets a screen from Carr. Gomez thought about it from 3. Instead, he will dribble to his left and bury it from downtown, and we're tied up at 51.
Leading the Condors in scoring, Carlos Gomez, in this game now up to 13.
Story, what did we talk about at the top of the broadcast? 44% plus from beyond the arc in their last 3 ball games are the Condors. And you can't lose Vida Fennell down low. Henry late to get there. Russell with a foul and one opportunity for Vida Fennell. Terrific response on the other end for the Pirates.
Yeah, and if you're Russell in that situation, you got to make your foul count. Just reaches in there, barely gets a hand on Fennell, but it's going to send him to the line. Fennell with a quiet ball game tonight with that hoop. He's up to 6.
The right time. Wasn't alone.
So Fennell ready's the first free throw. He has been money from the stripe as of late. Back to a 3-point lead for the Pirates.
The one guy that the Pirates can for sure count on to knock down free throws this season.
Yeah, if you get technical foul free throws, you want to give to Vida Fennell. Henry up above everybody, tries to put it up on the rim, can't get it to go, rebounded by Reyes. Reyes is tripped up in the backcourt. There'll be a foul called.
Yeah, Reyes trying to jump through a double team. And what a testament it is to Isaiah Reyes that he's able to do that move without hitting the deck very often. That's one of the first times I've seen him try to split a double team and actually get taken down.
Yeah. Gomez will come off. That's his second personal. Reyes working on Alexander, looking for a screen, crosses over to his right. It's a steal for Henry. Should
Gotta
probably foul him. Henry with the jam on the other end.
Or not. I'm saying give it up, big man, but maybe not.
Well, not when you're going to finish like that. That's terrific recognition from Henry, knowing that Vita Fennell's not going to foul him because he's working with 3 fouls. That's off of the hand of Carr. No, they're going to say it's going to go to the Pirates. Looked like that was deflected by Devontae Carr. He's going to walk away quickly, probably knowing that he got away with one. 2 vicious dunks this ball game. First by Aldridge, now by Henry. Cuts the lead to 1. Henry with it out front, working on Fennell. He has to play off of Henry. Alexander gets a screen from Henry. Isaiah Reyes with a near steal. Henry down low, lays it up. It trickles off of the rim, and this is going to go the other way.
Well, if you want to see Deshaun Henry's night in a nutshell, take a look at that last play. A struggle to get the ball up. The Pirates get in there to bother the shot, and then he gets as much of the rim as you can get without a ball going in. And it's been that kind of night for Henry, who has just 5 points, but the Condors are within 1.
Oh, Reyes. Oh, that one gets thrown away. Reyes able to track it down, but he loses it. It's a steal for Alexander. A 3 on the other end is good. This is Marquez Russell. 2-point lead for the Condors, 56-54. 12 minutes to go. We've got a tight one here in Pirate Gym. Timeout, Ventura.
Well, Mike, I don't know about you, but every once in a while I like to snuggle up to a nice, good book.
Yeah, if you're looking for a good read, look no further than The Devil is a Skilled Ventriloquist by Marissa Crane. You can catch it on Amazon. It's available there. Go to promenade-press.com. If you're looking for a good read. I know I liked it.
And she's an upcoming poet. So definitely, if you like poetry, go out and get yourself a copy today.
This broadcast being brought to you by Crown Plaza Ventura Beach, Ventura's only beachfront hotel, and by Joe Cap Realty. The Condors have battled here to a 2-point lead, courtesy of the 3-ball Marquez Russell. And really, it's been the downtown prowess of the Condors has allowed them to hold a 2-point lead right here. And the Pirates, are they looking at dropping 2 in a row down the stretch in conference play? Can Hankerson respond from 3? He's wide open. That one's long. Rebound fought for. This could be a jump ball.
Yeah, Harvey, who's come on,
Harvey
able to tie up McLean.
So it's a jump ball. The arrow will go to the Condors.
The Pirates get a good look for Cordell Hankerson, but he's been able to knock down just 1 3 tonight. Struggled from long range.
Like I said, you have to go to the bucket. If you know you're struggling, well, we know you can hit it from down there, but get yourself going at the rim. Vita Fennell working on McLean, has a block.
Man, it's been a block party tonight for the Pirates.
It really has been. Sturgeon got into the fray. He has a couple blocks. LeCount has one. Henry pushing off. Carr hit the ball while he was on the baseline. It's going to go the other way. Good interior defense on the baseline out of bounds play by the Pirates, and it's a turnover for the Condors.
You know, it's a great response on both sides tonight. Taking a look at the box score from the previous meeting between these two teams. Henry and McLean were responsible for 70% of the points in the first matchup between these two teams. But it's been a number of other guys for the Condors who've stepped up this time around as the Pirates have adjusted. Meanwhile, on the other side, Reyes had 20 points the first time these two teams met, and it's the Condors who've done a much better job defending him.
That's a great find by Reyes. Sells from 3. No. Rebounded by Harvey. So Harvey picks up his dribble after the rebound, gives off to Ryan Sells, and he'll kick it out to Isaiah Reyes, 24 on the new shot clock. Crossover dribble, looking for Sells, driving the baseline, lays it up, can't get it to go, a little bit too strong. Sells needs to come under control. I'd like to see him dunk it. No, he can. Henry has it blocked up top, and a foul underneath going to be called. That's going to go against the Condors.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, I don't mind that call because I think Henry looked right at Hankerson there, and it was a little bit of taunting. Maybe he could have let it go, but I don't think it was a bad call.
Okay, so is this going to go against Henry or McLean? Because I saw them signal that it was going to go, that was going to be 44. See what the call is. I think 2 free throws are eventually coming to the Pirates. So Henry's going to shoot 2 free throws for sure.
Yeah, it might have been McLean that said something on the floor. I know Henry right after the foul turned and said something, but it's hard to obviously know who said what and who ended up drawing the call.
I wonder if that's maybe a makeup call.
That's the first thing I thought.
In the first half, I mean, that was a very ticky-tack tech that they called on Cordell Hankerson.
Yep.
Now, I think Hankerson has drawn a bit of a reputation of maybe being a hot-headed player at times, and certainly we've seen him, I want to say we've seen him with 4 technicals now, with the one tonight on the season. First free throw up and good for Vida Fennell on the technical. He can tie it up right here. So obviously that reputation works against you in that type of situation. Tech that was called earlier in the ball game after he gave McLean a tap on the butt after he blocked his shot emphatically. Sells is going to come off. He'll be replaced by Calvin Young. So they go to a lineup that can shoot the basketball. Everybody out there has the ability to knock it from downtown. You saw Harvey with a 3 earlier. Young, who has struggled this season but had a terrific second half in the loss at Moore Park on Saturday. We know Fennell can strike from distance. We also know that Hankerson can shoot it. And you can't sleep on Isaiah Reyes at any point.
You wonder if they'll spread the floor here, see if Reyes can get into the lane.
What I'd like to see them do is work it inside and out with Vida Fennell. Yep. Go on Henry. Henry's working with a few fouls. And I want to say, yeah, he has 4 fouls. So they're going to say that okay, so Henry's going to come off. It was Henry that picked up the technical because he had 3 fouls. Now he has 4. He'll come off probably for the last 5 minutes.
Play with just under 11 minutes to go in this game. Henry's going to have to be out for, I think, at least 5-6 minutes.
Exactly right. Carr working on Fennell. Big man's going to go to work right here. That's going to be on the ground. 16 fouls, so the Pirates should be in the bonus the rest of the way after this one. Baseline out of bounds right now for VC.
I really like the way that Fennell goes to work there, but Mike, why does he bring the ball down, keep it up high? He's got such a good shot from about 10 or 12 feet.
Well, yeah, you know what? He had a terrific angle at the backboard. Maybe go a little Tim Duncan there and put one up. But he has struggled from that range tonight, so maybe that was in his head a little bit. Oh, it's a good screen there from Hankerson. They go to Fennell down low. He's going to try and finish with the left hand. Can't get that one to go. Tapped out to Hankerson. He'll fire from 3. Bounces off of the rim, trickles off. Transition the other way. Russell up ahead. Layup up, no good. That one off the mark from Justin Coleman. A new possession for the Condors, and Russell puts it in.
Yeah, Russell able to rip it free from Harvey.
Harvey's got to be strong with that basketball. Out to a 3-point lead for Oxnard. Coach Ramirez calling out a play on the far side. Cowan turns a corner. Out to Harvey. Harvey had a wide open 3, instead drives it in. Nothing there. This is going to go out of bounds off of Carr. It's going to stay here.
That's a break for the Pirates. Carr had his hands on the rebound but loses it out of bounds. And in a 3-point game, the Pirates get another chance with 9:59 remaining in the ballgame. Fennell will bring it in, baseline left. Frank checks in, replacing Harvey. So it's Cowan and Young in the backcourt with Hankerson, Frank, and Fennell up front for the Pirates. The Condors counter with Dominic Alexander in the backcourt with Marquez Russell. Justin Coleman, Jakari McLean up front along with Devontae Carr. Reyes guarded by Alexander. Starts a drive into the lane, puts up the runner, rimming good.
Trick shot there for Isaiah Reyes. Cuts it to a 1-point lead.
Quiet night for Isaiah Reyes. He has just 4. But that's a big 2, getting the Pirates back within 1. McLean with a baseline drive. Off the glass, no good. Fight for the rebound. It's out of bounds. Who does it belong to? It's going to go back to the Pirates.
Good battle right here between Fennell and Carr. Carr holding his own. Unlucky for the Condors, it goes off of the foot of Carr. I think right now you have to go ISO down low to Vida Fennell, work the offense outside of him.
Reyes angles over the timeline. A drive on Myrick's. Myrick's reaches in, blocks that one, but picks up the foul.
You have 3 shooters on the weak side if you maybe shell around the perimeter with Frank, Hankerson, and Young. Maybe go strong side with a pick and roll situation with Isaiah Reyes and Vida Fennell.
Reyes hits the first free throw. He's got 3 in a row.
And there's the equalizer.
59 all.
Man, we have not heard from Proctor Silex in a while.
We have not.
Second free throw just crawls off for the Pirates. It's a tie game. McLean trying to go coast to coast. Fennell able to come out with the steal on the pass. Foul called. Carr with the foul on Fennell. They're in the penalty. Meanwhile, that's the 4th foul on Devontae Carr. So Henry and Carr now with 4 fouls each. So foul trouble for head coach Ron McClurkin and the Oxnard Condors. Here comes Aldridge, and Henry will return.
So they go big, and here comes Harvey, probably going to come in for Young. No, come on for Frank. Surprising.
Keep an eye on Deshaun Henry playing with 4 fouls. Meanwhile, Fennell, who's been perfect from the line tonight, will step to the line. It's a 1-and-1. That's up and good.
And the next time down offensively, I'd like to see whoever Deshaun Henry's guarding, like to see that man set a pick for Isaiah Reyes. Maybe switch off and go one-on-one ISO.
Fennell buries the second free throw. 5-0 run for the Pirates. They're back in front by 2. 9:14 to go as Carlos Gomez returns for Oxnard.
Fennell now into double digits after the 2 free throws. He has 11 along with Hankerson.
Myrick's checked by Hankerson. Between the circles. Off to Russell. Russell's 3. Air ball. Reyes has the rebound for the Pirates. He wants to run. Ahead to Hankerson, who loses the handle, tries to keep it alive, but it will go back to Oxnard.
Turned his head before he caught the ball. You see that a lot in football. Missed opportunity.
Fast break opportunity goes by the wayside for the Pirates. Gomez, guarded by Reyes, off to Henry. Henry with a drive on Harvey, in from the right. He's hammered. He'll head to the line for a couple of free throws.
That's a good foul there by Harvey. Henry only shooting about 55% on the season from the shot.
4th foul on Derek Harvey. Thomas Frank making his way to the scorer's table for Ventura. Henry's first free throw is off.
If you're Vida Fennell, you have to go get this rebound.
Deshaun Henry's a 56% foul shooter. Didn't look terribly comfortable on that one, Michael.
And you got to lock in. You got to box out the shooter.
Better on the second. Henry knocks it down.
Man, back and forth we go here, Stoy.
You just have the feeling this one's going to go down to the final couple minutes. We just had that on Saturday. Crossover from Reyes, off to Fennell, lays it in.
Terrific hands, great finish. Aldridge late to react.
Little no look on the drive there by Reyes. Sort of looked off the defender and then went to work. Pirates back up 3. Myrick's around an Aldridge screen, drops it down low to Aldridge. Double team comes. Myrick's fakes, shoots from 16, rimming no good. Tipped up and in. Aldridge with the follow.
Aldridge is a load down low. You can't switch off.
63-62. Pirates have led by as many as 10 here in the second half, but Oxnard hanging around. Frank will go back to Reyes. Gets the screen from Fennell. Reyes starts to drive into the lane. High off the glass, won't go. Rebound tapped around, controlled by Gomez. Gomez, head up, directs traffic on the far side. Off to Russell. Russell drives it right, tries to feed Aldridge off his hands. Hankerson has the steal, stolen back by Henry. Henry off to Russell, wide open for three, no good. Rebound Hankerson. That's a terrific box out by Cordell Hankerson.
It's a great box out, and he's strong enough to secure the rebound.
Reyes fouled on the floor.
Timeout.
Timeout taken. Okay, so no foul, timeout taken. The Pirates want to talk it over. 7:23 remaining. It's a full timeout. You're watching Ventura College basketball on SoCalCollegeSports.com and the VC Sports Network.
Whether you're here for business or pleasure, your satisfaction is our top priority. Located just blocks away from historic downtown Ventura and 20 minutes from the nearby attractions in Santa Barbara, our hotel features 19,000 square feet of space, including the Nam Tequila Grill and the Aqua Beachfront Bar. Our rooms feature beautiful views of the ocean and the surrounding foothills. Reservations can be made at www.cpventura.com. With more than 40 years' experience, we strive to provide the very best in real estate and property management services. No matter what your real estate needs are, you can always turn to the realtors who have been serving the Ventura area for over 4 decades. You can find us at www.joecaprealestate.com. And don't forget to join us March 9th through the 12th as we bring you the 3C2A Men's and Women's Basketball Championship at Las Positas College. You can watch those games on YouTube by searching for us at SoCal College Sports 1. And of course, you can always watch it on our website, www.socalcollegesports.com.
Thank you, Matthew. 63-62. It's a seesaw battle here. Down the stretch they come here, Stoy. 7:23 to go.
Pirates will bring it in far side. Leading by 1. And it's Reyes who will trigger it into Fennell. Faces up on Aldridge. He'll fire from 16. That's short. Gomez with the rebound. Here come the Condors looking for the lead. McLean drives the lane, comes up shooting from 10 feet, gets the roll.
Man. I feel like Vida could get a better shot than that, especially working against the bigger Aldridge. Get him up in the air, let him come forward, and then go to work.
McLean, meanwhile, quietly up to 17 in the game.
Very
Condors
quietly.
Back in front by 1. Fennell holding between the circles. Hankerson gives back to Fennell. 4-3 splash.
It's a good shot for Fennell. You have to come out. Great recognition from Vida, and he buries it.
He's up to 16, coming off a monster performance in the loss to Moore Park. We had 25 to go along with 14 rebounds. A little slow to warm up tonight, but now he's got it going. Gomez trying to work the pick and roll with Henry. Nobody home, and the turnover will give it back to Ventura.
Deshaun Henry, that's a play right there that can show your character. You can't be pointing fingers. Just say, hey, you know what? My bad. I should have rolled there. Next possession. It's a freshman teaching point, if I've ever seen one.
Hankerson on the cut, lost the handle, gets it back to Reyes. Reyes, baseline drive. Henry fouled him and one. Number 5 on Deshaun Henry. He's done for the night. And Reyes with an opportunity to head to the line and make it a 5-point lead.
Perhaps the biggest play of the ball game. Man, the Condors now really up against it as Henry comes off.
Finishes the night with 7 points. And the Pirates did a heck of a job working against Deshaun Henry after his big performance in the victory over Cuesta on Saturday night. Reyes hits the free throw. He's knocked down a couple in a row. Pirates have a 5-point lead once again, 6:09 and counting remaining in the game. Dominic Alexander on, off to Gomez. Across to McLean. McLean around a Carr screen. Carr's playing with 4 fouls. Carr down low, spins into the lane.
Jump
blocked
ball.
by Hankerson. It's a jump ball. That's going to belong to Ventura.
What are you doing if you're Jakari McLean? You're working against Frank. Thomas Frank can't guard you. Don't give it inside where all the help is. I think Hankerson has proven more than on one occasion that he can go up against bigger players down low. You have a decided speed advantage. McLean has to recognize that.
Cowan off to Fennell. Fennell at the elbow.
Get him in the
Checked
air.
by Aldridge. Drives it to the glass, puts up the runner, no good. Rebound, Devontae Carr.
The touch just hasn't been there tonight for Vida inside.
Alexander angles left.
Nice defense.
Picking it up, trying to drop it down low, looking for Aldridge. Aldridge has it in the low post. Spinning baseline, dribbles it off his knee and out of bounds.
It's not a foul. Vida again with great feet down low. And I got to tell you, Stoy, I'm really impressed with the defense of Vida Fennell. He picked up 2 early ones. He only has 2 fouls throughout the second half. Well, throughout the ball game, 0 in the second half.
Yeah, meanwhile, you have to be a little bit mystified at where the Condors are going with the ball. Aldridge averages just over 2 points a game.
Know your personnel.
Cowan dancing around a screen. Off to Hankerson, fakes, now fires and hits.
He hits on that 3, but I'd like to see him take that first shot.
McLean quickly back the other way. In on Hankerson, high off the glass, won't go. Aldridge able to jam it home.
Another follow-up jam from Aldridge. You got to get on the big man. He loves to feast on the offensive boards.
Full timeout taken. The Pirates have the 6-point lead with 4:52 remaining here on SoCalCollegeSports.com and the VC Sports Network. See if we can get one more look at the replay here and see Aldridge working on the weak side. And that's where the offense is going to come from with Robert Aldridge. Put the ball up on the glass, let him go get it.
Hey, he's going to fit that DeAndre Jordan type role, and he does it very, very well. He's not going to operate one-on-one in the post. 4:52 to go, but the Pirates starting to pull away in this one.
This is exactly where they've been a couple of times, and each time Oxnard has been able to find a way to get back in the game. They don't have Deshaun Henry, who has fouled out, but I wanted to make the point earlier with Deshaun Henry. Sometimes you wonder, obviously Henry's one of the leaders on this team, one of the principal offensive options for this team, but when a guy is really struggling in a given game, sometimes the team might be a little better off. You have to wonder.
Yeah.
Not having that option, obviously tonight some other guys have been able to step up.
Well, and it's a good sign as a team. You know, they've really come together as a unit in conference play. We talked about their record. Only 2 wins heading into conference play, but they have 4 in the Western State North.
Yep.
And one of them versus Cuesta in their last game. They are winners of 2 of 3. And the game that they did drop came to Santa Barbara. And Santa Barbara shot the lights out in that one.
Yeah, the Pirates had been the hottest team in the Western State North, winners of 5 in a row before being tripped up at Moore Park in their last outing.
Trap game, Stoy. It's a good call by you.
Cowan walks it over the timeline. Alexander on him. Around a Frank screen, the runner short. Alexander has the rebound. It's a 3-on-1. McLean. Frank gets a hand in there, and the Pirates have the steal. Frank out in front of everybody, but he has to turn it around and slow it down.
Great decision. Just kill some clock. You got you have a 6-point lead. It's 2 possessions at least.
Yeah. You know, I think if you're Frank there and you got the wide open layup, you can go ahead and take it.
Yeah.
But I think there he knew that he was going to have to probably come in and have a contested shot at best. Hankerson catch and shoot and hit.
He can hit that in rhythm. Great recognition again from Hankerson. You talk about the short memory. He struggled tonight from 3. Puts it home that time.
Hit his last couple. And I'll tell you, the Pirates catch a little bit of a break there because Hankerson went over and said a little something to Jakari McLean. And I think these are 2 guys that just know each other.
Yeah.
Based on the way that they've talked tonight. McLean, double pump, gets it to go. Hankerson reached in there, might have got a little bit of the ball, but good strength from Jakari McLean.
Absolutely.
7-point lead for the Pirates. Cowan directing traffic.
2-3.
Hankerson thought about it, off to Frank Hillfire from 3, no good.
Carr gets Frank up in the air. They're going to say that he clipped the foot. That's a good eye from the referee.
And for Carr, that's his 5th foul. Another player fouls out for the Condors. They've lost Henry and now Devontae Carr.
And here comes Gordon off the bench.
So Malcolm Gordon will come in. Well, the Condors do have depth. They go about 12 or 13 deep. So if there's one team that perhaps can withstand a couple of guys fouling out. Frank hits the first free throw. First points of the second half, but he's got 12 in the game. One more coming for Thomas Frank. In and out. And a whistle. Is this a lane violation?
Lane violation on blue.
So Frank gets another opportunity. That's a break for the Pirates.
Frank pretty good from the free throw line.
Got to believe you're right. Actually, no, this is surprising. We talked about this earlier. You would think so. But statistically, just 42%.
Wow.
Though he is able to convert there. But that's got to be some kind of an anomaly.
Bruce Bowen would be proud.
Alexander off to Russell. Reach in foul. Going to go against Ventura. That is number 7, so it'll be free throws both ways the rest of the way.
Nice handles there from Russell. Baiting the defense to foul him and make contact with the ball. Wasn't. They were intending to go. LeCount will come on here for Frank.
I'll tell you, Reyes and Cowan have both done a great job on Dominic Alexander tonight.
Alexander came in, I believe, averaging in double digits on the season.
Yeah, 10.5 a game. An instant offense type of player.
Wow.
And he really hasn't been able to get anything going tonight. First free throw is good for Russell. Yeah, look at Alexander. No points. I would say that is not getting much going offensively. Both free throws for Russell are good. 7-point game with 3:16 remaining. Condors continue to show full court pressure. They get it into Hankerson. Quickly to Reyes. Reyes jets into the front court, into the lane. Hooks it to Fennell. Now the Pirates will run some clock.
Great decision.
It's going to be very hard to press the Pirates, as we've talked about, with Reyes and Cowan on the floor, along with Hankerson, who handles the ball well.
And what a luxury that is to have. You have a forward that can handle it, and 2 speedy guards.
Cowan with a little hesitation, and one! Aldridge gets him with the body, and Cowan with the finish. What a job by Eddie Cowan. And Aldridge knew it when he got him with the body. And, go back to a point that we made before. I think in that situation, you got to make the foul count. Aldridge has already committed the foul, and instead he backs off, I think in the desperate hope that somehow it wouldn't be called. And instead, Cowan then able to more or less just put one up on the rim.
Get your money's worth.
Back to a 10-point lead. This equals the largest for the Pirates with under 3 minutes to go. Condors need to work quickly. Russell off to McLean. McLean gets a screen from Aldridge. Hankerson still with him. On the drive, double pump off the glass, won't go. Ooh. Frank goes, or should say LeCount goes down hard.
Man.
That's got to hurt.
Yeah, you saw his head pop up off of the deck, and you want to make sure he's okay. Trainer ran over quick.
So LeCount,
he looks good.
Able to pop up immediately. He was fouled on the play, or it's going to be on LeCount. Well, is it LeCount that they get on the foul? Or no, it's Fennell that they give the foul to. So Fennell picks up the foul, and it's Aldridge who will go to the line for free throws.
Wait, what just happened? I thought LeCount had the rebound. Or did they call that on the shot?
Well, it's Aldridge getting ready at the line.
It's a 1-and-1. Okay, so they say this happened off of the ball. Not the worst situation. Aldridge likely not very good from the stripe.
Shoots 50%.
You know where my favorite place to stay when we're in Ventura? You know what that is, Mike?
Crown Plaza?
Absolutely.
I believe that's the only beachfront hotel.
It is.
It's a great point.
Aldridge misses the front end.
Good team rebound on that missed free throw by Aldridge.
You going to tell us who you'll go to if you're going to buy a house up here?
Joe Cap, for sure. Absolutely. That's a very real possibility.
You got to love it.
Reyes dancing on the dribble. Starts the drive. Runner off the glass is good.
That's just too good. Isaiah Reyes had 20 the last time these two teams met.
Pirates closing the show here tonight. The layup is good for Gordon.
Not out of the woods yet, but you have to like it. You got a 10-point lead, 2:03 to go.
Reyes over the timeline, picked up by Gordon in a crowd. High off the glass, no good, no foul called. Myrick's wants to run the other way.
Got to get up, Isaiah.
Myrick's into the lane, and Cowan wraps him up. 1:51 remaining. As Myrick's fouled, will head to the line.
Coach Ramirez getting into the ear of Isaiah Reyes. Hey, look, just because a foul call didn't go in your favor, you have to get back on defense. Look, the referees are going to miss some calls, and especially at this level, they're going to miss a lot of calls, and you can't let that affect your effort on the basketball court when play is still going.
The rebound batted around and off to Hankerson. So Myrick's misses the front end. Cowan will take some time over the timeline. Off to Reyes. Reyes around to Fennell screen. Off to Hankerson. He'll try from three. That's good.
Dagger, my friend.
4 threes in the game for Hankerson. He's got 20 on the night, and the Pirates may have finally put away Oxnard. They lead at 85-72. A minute 28 remaining, a timeout on the floor. You're watching Ventura College basketball on SoCalCollegeSports.com and the VC Sports Network.
Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by Joe Cap Realty and the Crown Plaza Ventura Beach, as well as Promenade Press.
Jeff, what was the last time these two played? 88-75? Was that the final score?
Yep.
Eerily similar here.
Well, the Pirates really had to work for it.
Oh.
A back-and-forth affair.
Well, it was a struggle for Cordell Hankerson early. Missed on several shots, but he has found the range here in the second half. Now with 20 points, Vida Fennell with 16. Isaiah Reyes into double digits. He has 10. Cowan with 9. LeCount with 4. The 5 on the floor right now for the Ventura College Pirates. I'm surprised they're showing full court pressure here. The last thing you'd want to do to a team that has been shooting it hot as of late will be allow them open threes in transition.
It's Gomez over the timeline. Reyes comes on the double team, off to Alexander. They'll try to trap him. Reyes had the near steal, Gomez out with it. Finds McClain, cutting to the basket, high off the glass, no good. The follow by Aldridge is good. So Aldridge hitting the offensive glass again, a timeout taken with a minute 10 remaining. And it's a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here with 70 seconds remaining. And for the Pirates, they will return to action on Saturday.
We won't have that game for you.
Yeah, that'll be at Santa Barbara College.
Our,
But
our next broadcast will be on Friday. It'll be ELAC in Pasadena City.
we'll keep an eye on the score here of Cuesta's game tonight, see if we can get it. And perhaps we'll find out if the Pirates can wrap up the Western State North
Who they got tonight?
right here tonight. Is it Allen Hancock or is it Santa Barbara? Or it could be Moore Park, I guess that's the one other one as well.
Story, you know where I like to go to get that information? CCCAA sports.org.
It's my go-to site. Team's back on the floor. And the Condors will bring the full court pressure. Frank will trigger it in. Off to Cowan. Ahead to Reyes. Reyes in from the left. He's fouled. I'll say will this be on the shot or will it be on the floor? It won't matter either way. It's free throws for Reyes. Both teams in the double bonus. It's the 4th foul on Myrick's. And Reyes to the line. His first free throw is up and good. And Reyes has had his struggles at the line since coming back, but he's been a lot better here tonight after missing his first 2. Normally a 67% foul shooter.
It's a final in Santa Maria. Cuesta ekes by Allen Hancock 77-73.
So it will come down to Saturday. But the Pirates will be in control of their own destiny as they travel to Santa Barbara. Russell in on LeCount. Shot from 17 feet is short. Fennell has the rebound. Reyes sidesteps Russell. We're under a minute to go. Reyes hooks it across to Hankerson. The Pirates will spread it out.
This one in the kegerator.
Pirates will move to 16-12 on the season. Reyes right of the lane, double pump, missed everything. Aldridge had the rebound. He's battling LeCount. It's knocked out of play. It will stay with Ventura with 37 seconds.
Speaking of ELAC, at Chaffee. Chaffee getting throttled at home, 38-24. They're at the half.
And Chaffee with a victory against ELAC at ELAC. We had that game earlier.
Citrus a winner over Antelope Valley, 81-72.
Hankerson's 3 is off. Russell ahead to Gomez. Gomez ahead of the field will lay it in.
Cerritos over Long Beach, 78-61. Cerritos now 6-3 in the South Coast South. Miramar with a big win over San Bernardino, 74-70. San Diego Mesa, 81-72 over Southwestern. El Camino Compton Center, 96-91, 103 to go.
Over.
LA Southwest. And
El Camino Compton Center closing in perhaps on a conference championship.
And Pasadena City, 64-61, a winner over Rio Hondo.
And we will be at Pasadena City on Friday. Or I should say
at ELAC,
at ELAC
versus
against Pasadena City. You know where I was going.
Oh, I know.
That pass nearly intercepted. Reyes has it. Down low to LeCount. Pirates go to the 4 corners. No shot clock.
Stoya was 88 points on the scoreboard for the Pirates in their first win, 88-75. This one will finish with 90 for the Pirates.
Reyes 2 more for good measure. McLean will try a long 3 as time runs out. Final score 90-76. Ventura over Oxnard. Will come back very quickly, wrap things up, get you ready for game 2 here on SoCalCollegeSports.com.
$90-76 your final score in the men's game. The Ventura College Pirates over the Condors, and the Pirates do a good job of really battling down the stretch en route to the double-digit rim win. Final score not indicative of how close this game was.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a nip-and-tuck game till about 5 minutes remaining, and the Pirates were able to go on another run, and I think you have to be very pleased with that performance, if you're head coach Joey Ramirez, in that the game was very similar to the loss on Saturday, and this time his team really responded down the stretch, played with a lot of intensity, executed better down the stretch, and ultimately had a win going away.
Probably helped a little that they were at home versus on the road, but good composure down the stretch, and you could probably expect with that loss at Moore Park, Ventura's probably going to be on the road unless they host a play-in game, being the winner now of the Western State North Conference. With the win, the Pirates cement at least a share of the conference title here in the Western State North. That'll wrap it up for Game 1. Coverage Game 2, the women, coming up after a brief break. We will sign off on this channel and then rejoin you on our other player. You can go to our website, www.socalcollegesports.com. You can also catch us on YouTube, SoCal College Sports 1. Our channel, be sure to subscribe on Twitter at SoCal College SPO. Feel free to chime in, let us know where we might be doing well, might be a little lacking. We love the feedback, positive or negative, either way. And
we can take it.
That'll do it for our coverage of Game 1. For Matt Henson, Jeff Stoynoff, I'm Mike Cepeda signing off. Be back in a moment for the women's game coming up in a few minutes.